Hey guys, what's up? Pat here from Card Collector HQ with another hockey card video, and today we're going to talk about rookie cards. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I like to buy wax. I like to open up some packs, buy a blaster, buy a hobby box, and that's purely for the fun of it. Just the little gamble here and there, just the fun of opening up some new products, seeing out the cards, checking out cards that I probably otherwise would not have bought as singles or invested in. So that's strictly from a collector standpoint, not from an investor point of view. But still, even though it's for fun that I'm opening up these boxes, I'd like to know in advance what I might get out of these boxes. Usually there's two steps to that process. So you want to know what are the rookies available on a specific year, and then you want to go look at the product checklist and to know what are the different versions, the different parallels, the different cards, is there auto, jersey, all this kind of stuff. So today what we are going to do, we're not going to go in depth, in detail of all the checklists and all the products in hockey, obviously, but we're going to go back all the way down to 2005, which is the year of the Ovechkin and Crosby rookie cards, and move up all the way to now and see for each different years what are the good rookie to target for the different products that are available on the market. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so this is going to be a two-part series. Today we're going to go all the way up to the season 2013-2014. By knowing what star player you could get, what good rookie cards you could get from a box, then it will be much easier for you guys to understand, is it a good price? Am I getting a good deal? Is it a good idea to buy this product of that year? So let's do it. Let's just move to the computer.
All right, now let's look at some eBay past sales. I know that a lot of people will say that there are better tools out there to see the pricing history of specific card, but for today, that's not really what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is to do a comparison between cards of a specific year. So as long as they all show up and then I can see which one are priced higher, I think that's going to be sufficient for what I'm trying to accomplish today. So first off, you'll see on the search query that I've put quite a few keywords in there. So what I'm going to do is look out for Young Guns. So these are the prized rookie cards in hockey. That's what I'm looking for. And as I said earlier, I just want to have like a lot of result for the Young Guns of each year. So for that reason, I'm going to exclude a lot of specific variation or specific terms just to get the basic raw cards. So I know in a lot of shows, you don't talk about raw cards that much, and it's all about graded cards. But because I'm using eBay as a tool for this exercise, I'm just going to get like the last few weeks or months of sales data. And I feel like I'm gonna find a lot of outliers because some graded cards will pop much higher compared to other raw cards. So I'm just gonna eliminate it all together. So I removed PSA, BGS, 9.5. I've also removed anything that could be more than one card. So lot or set, sometimes you'll see complete sets of Young Guns for a specific year. So I don't want to see that in my result. And then I removed a whole bunch of more specific variation that are short printed, that are super rare, and that will kind of add some noise to my results. So I'm talking about the acetate Young Guns, eyegloss that are numbered to 10, the exclusives that are numbered to 100, the foil, parallel, and that should be enough to get clear search results. So all right, let's start off by 2005, and as you probably know it, this is the big year of the Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin Young Guns. So as you can see, even the raw card will cost you upwards $1,000. That's Canadian for most of the time. I'm going to see both currency in my search here. These are the main cards. There's a few boxes in here, some retros that I'm going to skip over quite quickly. And then what else we got? There's a big dip here, and we're going to see Henrik Lundqvist rookie card. That's an interesting one, around $100. I do believe that this card will go up in value sometime in the next few years. His career is a bit in limbo right now because he had a heart problem last season, didn't play much. I think this is very possible that he would announce his retirement, and from there, I think we could see a price surge a little bit. So a lot of Lundqvist go there. From there, you see Duncan Keith, Corey Perry. Corey Perry is having a great playoff run with Montreal, so his cards are going up in value. And yeah, we're quickly down to around the $30-$20 mark. Ryan Getzlaf is here also, so that gives you kind of the idea of who are the big guy to target. Obviously, Ovi and Crosby. Next season, this is the season of Evgeny Malkin. So the best number 2 guy maybe out there. So a guy who's always been in the shadow of his teammate Crosby. Well, you can see here again, prices are not too bad, but it's in the hundreds of dollars, and then it goes down around 60, 80 in that price range. Anze Kopitar, that's right there. You've got Chris Letang, and then Shea Weber around the $50 mark once again. Who else we have this year? Phil Kessel, and I think from there it's going downhill a little bit. So these are the big guys. So Kessel, Weber, Kopitar, and Evgeny Malkin would be the best guys for this season. Next one, 2007 and 8. That's a pretty interesting one because you've got 2 guys, Patrick Kane, the forward in Chicago, and one guy that's having once again a big playoff run, and I think his cards are going up in value in the recent weeks since the beginning of the 2021 NHL playoffs. So that's Carey Price. So yeah, a lot of Carey Price being sold in June. Yeah, because he's had some pretty big nights during the playoff. That's the guy that you're looking for. You've got Jonathan Toews also. Didn't play last season. I'm really looking forward to see how his career is going to go. One of the best two-way forwards out there. Hopefully he gets it together. It was not really clear what happened next season, but still, I think he would be the number 3 guy for this rookie class. And then you've got Nicklas Backstrom up there around $100, and Tuukka Rask also. So kind of a big year this year. Two really good goalies, 2 goalies that played their whole career with the same team and quite popular teams too. So that's really interesting from an investing point of view. We went back up almost, around 15 years ago. So some of these players are getting older, are bound to retire sometime soon. Tuukka Rask, it's not out of the question. Also, he didn't play the last playoff, got injured recently, so his retirement looming maybe. So that's definitely someone to follow the news and see what's going on with him. Nicklas Backstrom is out there too, and that's pretty much the big guys from this year. All right, 2008 and 2009 season, you've got a couple good guys too. Personally, I don't like that design so much with the little flower. I don't know what's that at the bottom. It makes the names and the Young Guns not really stand out and kind of hard to read. But anyways, as you can see, a few hundred bucks for the rock card of Steven Stamkos in Tampa Bay, and then it drops quickly to Drew Doughty. There's Claude Giroux, actually. It's really undervalued. It's not the guy that you'll see a lot. It's not the most popular out there, but he did have a lot of great seasons. So only $40 for his young gun. That's really not bad, actually. Then Drew Doughty in LA. Then you've got Blake Wheeler, a couple of interesting names, TJ Oshie, Alexander Pietrangelo, Blake Wheeler. These are all pretty good players, but as you can see, not really getting back a lot of dollar with their rookie cards. Moving on, 9-10. Whoops. All right, who do we have this year? That's the year of John Tavares, and well, as you can see, sets. So that didn't get my filter there. So obviously, this is not the card value for Tavares. We're more looking into this range with Brad Marchand, also in Boston, around the $200. Tavares, Marchand, Tavares, and you've got also Victor Edmond. So as you can see, there's a dip in price with those cards, and it's a defenseman. So a little bit like Drew Doughty the year before. It's really the forwards that get the big bucks. Then some of the goalies, because there's a lot of people that actually just collect goalies. So there's definitely a market and they're popular. But the defensemen usually get a little less love in the hobby. And well, I'd say in the sport in general, but that's another subject. So Edmond, around the $60-$70 mark. Then you go down to Braden Holtby and John Carlson, another defenseman, Erik Karlsson. So kind of a big year for defensemen, 2009 and 10. So a lot of really good names, but once again, defensemen, they bring back a little less money. So Tavares and Marchand for these year. From this season till the next couple season, it's really not the best rookie crop for the hockey hobby. In 2010, it was the whole debate whether it was Tyler Seguin or Taylor Hall that was going to be the best player. They went 1 and 2 in the entry draft that season. And well, as you can see, these are the best cards that you can get. So Tyler Seguin and Taylor Hall, young guns around $100, but yeah, a little bit less though, depending on when you're able to get that card. $20 shipping. Wow. Okay. Who else you've got? You've got PK Subban also. He was a big name when he was playing in Montreal. His career kind of took a bit of a nosedive there. Still around $30-something, $30-$40. That's not bad, but I don't see it going up anytime soon. And then you got Mika Zibanejad. Now with the Rangers, pretty decent guy, but only 20-something bucks. So yeah, that's it. As you can see, not the best young gun design and not the best rookie crop. And this is actually getting worse. When you're moving up to the next year, it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Mark Scheifele who are the best young gun during that year. But as you can see, you're in the $50 range, and you've got also Gabriel Landeskog. So that's interesting. Does he move during the off season? It's going to be in UFA in a few weeks, actually. I really don't think so, but who knows? Who knows? And well, as you can see, so bit of an error on my part, and that just goes to show you, how important it is to list cards properly, because here you see Mika Zibanejad was actually a 2011-12 rookie card, and as you can see, it's more in the $45 I saw a couple here, $50 cards, and we saw one or two listed in the wrong year that were much lower, actually. Well, maybe not that much, but still $15 difference on a $40 cards. That's an interesting difference. And then you've got Roman Josi, also from that year. Gabriel Landeskog, as I said before, but not so much else. Not much more than $60 or so. And then the next season, I think that's actually one of the worst in the hockey card, the 12-13 hockey season, where you can see there's pretty much only Mark Stone that is an interesting card, from 50 to 60 something, depending on probably his performance or time of the year. Jake Allen, is he going to be picked up by the Kraken during the expansion draft? That's going to be an interesting thing to follow up, and I'm probably actually going to do a video on the expansion draft and its impact on the sports card market and the players' value. So stay tuned for that one. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, Jake Allen, Chris Kreider, but it's 20 something bucks for a young gun. Tyson Barrie and Mark Stone is the big guy to go for. All right, moving on to the next season, 2013-14. A lot more interesting players got their cards during the 13-14 season, and one of the best one is Nathan MacKinnon. So Nathan MacKinnon, as you can see, it's up there, in the 500s and more. 400, not a bad deal here. So that's one of the best guy in modern hockey that you want to connect. The guy is really still young, in my opinion. His cards there's only one way that it can go, and it's up. The Colorado Avalanche really have a great team. They just got eliminated in the playoff, but I think it's a matter of time before this guy gets a championship, gets a Stanley Cup, and many more probably, and then wait for it. This card is going to be really in demand. Couple more guys here that have had great success. Nikita Kucherov was injured most of the year, so probably a reason why the card is a bit cheaper here. But I know if you're looking at PSA and BGS card, that's really up there with MacKinnon. So Kucherov, another really good player. You've got Jonathan Huberdeau in Florida. So in a smaller market, these cards are actually pretty decently priced, because it's as you can see here, you've got 3 of them for $150 for the Jonathan Huberdeau card. So that's really interesting. I mean, just imagine if this guy gets traded to Montreal. I know it won't happen, but a local guy like that playing in Montreal, a popular team, that would be really crazy for his card's value. But, it's all speculation at this point. Then you've got Jack Campbell. Obviously, I mean, this card went up in value in the recent month when he became the starter in Toronto for the Maple Leafs, and during the playoffs too, because that's probably like a $5 to $10 card a few years back. No doubt about it. So as you can see, it was really in demand, and that's just a raw card. So a raw card for $100 of Jack Campbell. Personally, I think that's a high point, but I might be mistaken. Maybe he goes on and becomes the next great starter of the Leafs, but I don't know. I think if you've got one and you think like me on this one, probably a good timing to sell it now. Then you've got Gallagher this year, Philip Forsberg, Huberdeau. So these are the kind of players that you are going to see. And then a canvas Frederick Anderson also. So a pretty decent crop. It was also the last year that Panini produced official hockey cards. So I'm not going to go into that right now, but just as a side note, there are some really interesting cards. Panini Prism, National Treasures, all kinds of Panini stuff with McKinnon, Kucherov, and all these guys. So that's really an interesting season.
All right, folks, that was it for the first part. Stay tuned for the next one. As usual, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, please like and subscribe to this channel. A lot more coming up. But until then, have fun and stay safe. Goodbye.